The realization hit the Griffins like one of Peter's infamous belly flops. Smart Peter 2.0 was too powerful. He was rewriting the rules of their universe, merging dimensions with reckless abandon. One minute, the Griffins' house was surrounded by Quahog neighbors. The next, it was sitting in the middle of a lava-filled prehistoric wasteland. Peter, pacing nervously in his tweed jacket, muttered, "Stewie, I thought being smart was supposed to make my life easier. But now there's a velociraptor eating Cleveland's mailbox." Stewie adjusted his tiny laser gun. "Yes, well, this is what happens when you meddle with the fabrics of reality, you oaf. Congratulations, you've created a crisis so absurd even Doctor Who would say, 'Nah, too silly for me.'" Lois, arms crossed, had finally had enough. "Peter, you wanted to be smart, but look around. Our house has a moat now. Meg's room is a haunted castle, and Chris is learning algebra from a talking squirrel." Peter looked over at Chris, who indeed sat cross-legged, nodding as a squirrel wearing glasses scribbled equations on a nut with chalk. "The derivative of x is 2x, the squirrel squeaked. "Thanks, Mr. Nutters," Chris replied, completely unfazed. Meanwhile, Smart Peter 2.0, in his flawless black suit, was constructing a dimensional purification beacon, a sleek, glowing device he claimed would eliminate all stupidity in every universe. When Quagmire overheard this, his face went pale. "Oh, if that thing works, I'm toast. Giggity." Brian, sipping his martini in despair, muttered, "Lois, this isn't just about Peter anymore. If Smart Peter 2.0 succeeds, there won't be room for, well, anyone who isn't perfect. And let's face it, Quahog isn't exactly filled with Mensa members." Peter, realizing his brain upgrade had spiraled out of control, confessed to Lois in a rare moment of vulnerability. "Lois, I just wanted to be smarter. I thought maybe if I knew more stuff I'd be better for you, for the kids, for me. But now I see, being smart isn't everything. It's not even that fun. I miss laughing at fart jokes without knowing the chemical composition of methane." Lois softened, touching his hand. "Peter, I love you because of who you are, even if who you are is kind of an idiot." Stewie rolled his eyes, interrupting the moment. "Touching. Really, it's like an after-school special in here. But we don't have time for sap. I've analyzed the situation, and there's only one way to stop Smart Peter 2.0. You need to outwit him by being dumb again." Peter blinked. "So I gotta lose the smarts?" Stewie nodded. "Yes, you must willingly return to your natural state of glorious idiocy, which frankly, you excel at." Cutaway, Peter proudly wearing a world's dumbest dad sash at a county fair, eating glue and smiling. The Griffins, Brian, Quagmire, and even Joe, who rolled in on his police wheelchair with a shotgun, confronted Smart Peter 2.0 in the center of Quahog. The city looked like a nightmare collage, half Lego, half pirate ship with dinosaurs casually wandering past Starbucks. Smart Peter 2.0 smirked, his British accent dripping with superiority. "Oh look, the ragtag resistance has arrived. How quaint." Peter stepped forward. "Listen here, me but hotter? You think you're better than me? You think just because you know big words like photosynthesis and charcuterie you can take over my universe? Well, I got news for you. Being dumb is what makes me me." He grabbed the last brain-on pill bottle, smashed it on the ground, and screamed, "No more Smart Peter!" Instantly, his brain power began to drain. Equations faded from his mind. The tweed jacket vanished, replaced with his usual white shirt and green pants. Peter blinked and smiled goofily. "Heh, Lois, I forgot how to spell my own name." Lois smiled through tears. "That's my Peter." Now fully dumb again, Peter faced Smart Peter 2.0. Smart Peter 2.0 sneered. "Do you think idiocy can defeat intellect?" Peter grinned, held up a pie he got from who knows where, and simply said, "Yup." Then he smashed the pie into Smart Peter 2.0's face. The villain, utterly confused by such an illogical, childish attack, stumbled back and tripped over Chris's velociraptor friend. The multiverse enhancer sparked wildly, and the beacon imploded, sucking Smart Peter 2.0 back into his own dimension. Along with all the chaos, suddenly, Quahog was normal again. No Lego streets, no dinosaurs, no pirate ships. Just good old weird Quahog. The family gathered in the living room that night, exhausted. Lois sighed with relief. "We survived another one of your great ideas." Peter, now back to his regular goofy self, chuckled. "Yeah, Lois, turns out I like being dumb. It's easier. Plus, I don't have to explain string theory to Joe every time we drink at the Clam." Cutaway. Peter, drunk at the Drunken Clam, telling Joe, "String theory means your shoelaces can travel through time." Joe just frowns. Brian raised his glass. "Here's to dumb Peter, the only version of you that doesn't terrify me." Stewie muttered, "And the only version of you that won't eventually replace me as the house genius." Chris asked, "So does that mean Mr. Nutters isn't my math teacher anymore?" Meg groaned. "Does anyone care that my room is still full of Legos?" The episode ended with Peter laughing on the couch, holding a can of Pawtucket Patriot Ale, saying, "Ha! I may not be smart, but at least I'm not British." Cue cut to Smart Peter 2.0 in his own universe, sighing, "Well played, idiot. Well played." This recap clocks in as a long-form, episode-style narrative.